Hey, it's Tammy, and this is another episode of Where is the Sun? These videos are made to help you navigate the energies as the sun moves through the human design mandala. And I do have to say that there is energy that comes from other things as well. And obviously, I'm really not early, but I usually do these on Tuesdays and it's Sunday with this video because of some things that happened to me and to some people I know yesterday. And I check the charts, of course, because I don't always know what gate's coming next. And I found out that we're in the gate 55. So the gate 55 is a gate of provocation. It is a gate that can be moody. It depends on like where your emotional wave is, on how you would handle this energy each time the sun goes through it. We also are in a new moon, I believe, which is the second of the month, if I read it. Anyway, there's something moony going on as well. And that can also bring changes in moods or things like that. What I had stated to somebody this morning was that after hardly getting any sleep last night, the anxiety or provocation or the energy that's flowing right now is manifesting in the physical. So if you have been worried about something, if you're anxious about something, if you have something on your mind, chances are you're going to feel that chest tightness, or your heart's going to race, or maybe you go into a panic attack, or you have an anxiety attack, or you really have to talk yourself down before you get to that level. So just be aware. We're in the second day. It started at some point yesterday, so we're in the second line, and there's 6 days of this. So watch for those things. And it doesn't always have to be negative. Like, something can provoke you to spring into action, and it's a great action, and it's good for everybody. However, there are those points where someone can provoke you and it's not as nice. So just things to remember in this kind of energy is, if you feel like maybe you're not lovable, or your life isn't what you want it, or you're feeling low or beat up on and things like that, it's not personal. It's just the energy as we go through this gate, or as the sun goes through this gate. I could say we. I guess I always throw we in there, and I'm never sure if I should say we or the sun, but the energy affects us all. So I guess just remember that it's not personal. Things aren't personal. People will try and make things personal, but if you stick to the facts and you leave the emotions to the side, you can usually tackle whatever it is that you're trying to deal with, or sort it out, or put it into the proper area, if that's what you need to do, or just live in your organized chaos like I do. But the energy of the 55 can range too, so you can either have like these really high moments of self-esteem, or you can have really low moments. So just watch for the shifts in your emotional state and your behaviors, and the people that you're around. So there are other gates that can impact the energy of the 55. So if you have the 55 in your chart generally, like normally, and it's defined in your chart, this energy may or may not feel as tough, I guess the word would be, or strong, or relevant. If you don't have the 55 in your chart, chances are you're going to feel it a lot stronger. You're either all of a sudden going to question, like, not your emotional stability, but your ability to deal with certain things that, like, 2 days ago you were fine dealing with. Or, you may notice that your mood goes up and down at a sharper spike than normal, or that around certain people you feel certain ways. So there's the energy of the 39, which generally it is the other side of this channel. And if you bounce off of somebody that has the 39 defined in their chart, and you have the 55 defined just this week, you may find the energy to be challenging. You may find that you get a little self-destructive. If you deal with somebody who has the 28, it's more of a challenging energy, because there's that piece of struggle in the 28 that'll bounce off the 55 and just make it a really emotional time. And it's possible that somebody who has an open root has their root defined by these energies, and then you're going to feel more like lazy. So the open root gives you a constant flow of adrenaline energy. I have a defined root, so my root has adrenaline pulses that come and go. So someone who has an open root would never leave their bed unmade or their clothes all over it. But somebody like me is like, oh, I'll just get to that later. And sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. And you just deal with it. I have a lot of people in my life that have open roots, and I drive them all crazy pretty much because I'm able to just say, oh, I'll get to that next week. You know, it's not gross and it's not like a hoarding situation, but I can walk over the wet towel to go out with a friend and not have to do a whole load of laundry and fold it before I leave the house, kind of thing. That's extreme, but that's an example. So you may find that you're normally someone who has this constant flow of energy and adrenaline rushes, and you may find that you need to sit back and rest. I would tell you to do that. You know, it's 6 days. It's not going to kill you. Just sit back and try and relax. And if you do have that type of energy, the adrenaline energy, it's not always bad. Like, I borrow people's adrenaline energy when I need to get things done. But try and work with things like that. So leave a dish in the sink once in a while and just see what happens. See how bad it bothers you. And that's only in the extreme cases, again, where it's something that's impacting the way that you live your life. So if you're finding that you're not going places because you're too busy scrubbing the bathroom floor, don't scrub the bathroom floor that day. So yeah, I'm getting totally off topic and just kind of rambling at this point, but it's an example of the way the energy is moving through me. So it's a strong energy that when I don't pay attention to and when I don't monitor, it can make me go out on this little... I do that anyway, but sometimes there's more energy behind it than there isn't. I'm actually glad that I'm going to be going outside soon here in Massachusetts. It's supposed to be like 60. It might be already 59, and it's not even 11. So we're going to the barn, and I love going to the barn because I can expend some energy there. But do things like that. If you run, I was hoping that the bog was a little clearer so I could run around it, but you know, if you run. If you go for a walk, expend that energy. Don't just let it sit in your chest, just manifesting chaos and pain. Do something to expend it. Also, if there's something that... Here's something else that a friend of mine did yesterday, actually. She'd been wanting to get rid of some things, and time had gone by, and she hadn't gotten rid of the things, so she had one of those companies come in with a dumpster, and they grabbed a bunch of stuff, and they left, and she feels like a new person. So that's something, that provocation, that energy, that desire to get things done is in this energy as well. So I think that's it. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, ideas, requests, anything like that, you can let me know. Remember, if you do not have a chart, charts are free. They come with a summary of your type and strategy, which indicates how you should enter into things in your life, as well as a description of the whole human design system. So, sorry, I just got distracted. I was looking at this. I actually had this made for me by one of my clients and a caregiver, and they gave it to me as a gift, and I really, really love it. I almost cried when they gave it to me. It was so sweet. But anyway, so I love rocks. All right. Have a great week. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.